Hello, my name is Alexander Barnes, and I'm the vision holder of the Goofy Game project. So I'm going to have to pause the video here because the way we have it set up is I have to play through his levels to get through mine. So I'm just going to pause it, and then when I get there, I'm going to unpause it. Okay, I'm back. In this video, I'm going to show you the levels I made, holes 6, 7, and 8. Each level teaches, practices, and finally masters the spring trap and speed boost mechanics, while giving players cool choices and different ways of playing. All these levels were built around our design pillars: ball was priority, accessibility, and goofy gameplay. The ball was always the center of attention. Each level is easy to understand and play, and the mechanics, level design, and effects keep everything fun and goofy. So the win condition on this hole is obviously to get it in the hole, or get it in the hole. The lose condition is if you mess up the timing, go out of bounds, hit sand traps, fail to clear the gap, or just go out of bounds, basically. So the flow and pacing, it starts with a simple spring trap and there's added sand traps for precise aim, then a speed boost with a spring trap to clear the gap. The visual cohesion, the spring trap pulses and have particle effects, and the speed boost has the shown arrows. Player choice. Players can take a safe path, avoiding hazards, or go faster by combining speed traps and speed boosts. Each level allows for dynamic gameplay. Player feedback. Spring traps make noise and have visual effects when activated. Gameplay progression. Starts simple to teach the spring trap, then introduces hazards and speed boost plus spring trap combination. So let me play through real quick. Okay, so in hole 7, the win and lose condition is basically the same. You just want to get the ball in the hole and then try not to hit out of bounds or not clear every gap, and then stay away from hazards. So right off the bat, you can see that the hole is straight ahead because I always put the information above where the hole is so the player can tell where to hit. So the player has a choice right here. They can choose to go straight and try to get a hole in one, or they can go and take the long, safe route. Flow and pace. Players start with basic spring trap, then encounter walls, rotating obstacles, and a loop-de-loop. Visual cohesion. Spring traps and speed boost glow distinctly to show possible routes. Player choice. Players can take a riskier, quicker path, but could also fall into a gap, while other paths are safer. Spring traps, or player feedback. Spring traps and speed boosts both make noises and show visual effects. Gameplay progression. The level builds on what is learned in hole 6, and it introduces loop-de-loops and it encourages chaining mechanics for faster completion. So let me play through it. I'm going to try and get a hole in one. Well, that failed. Hole in 2. Okay, well I got a birdie. Okay, so in hole 8, the win and lose condition is the same. You want to get the ball into the hole and try not to go out of bounds, hit hazards. Okay, and flow and pacing. Players start on the first island with 3 different speed boost spring trap in front of them. Each speed boost will take them to another island with hazards like sand, reverse boost, rotating obstacles. All 3 paths allow players to choose how they want to play based on their personal pace. Visual cohesion. Spring trap and speed boost glow, giving clear direction. Each island has a distinct look and paths. Player choice. Players can pick any path that best suits their type of gameplay style. Player feedback. Sand visual effects. Some sand visual effects on each mechanic. Gameplay progression. Combine all mechanics and hazards from previous levels. Players must use Springtrap, Speed Boost, Reverse Boost, and Timing skills to navigate multiple islands and pick the optimal route. Okay, let me play. I'm going to show you all 3 routes. So, this route, the player can choose and they can go either that way, which takes them to the hole, or they can go this way. I'm going to go this way. Now, if the player hit it hard enough, they could have not had to hit it twice right there. They could have just had enough power to get it to that spring trap. Okay, I'm gonna do the middle path now. There eventually. There you go. Okay. Now in the third path, you can go this way. But each path leads the player to the hole. And it allows for dynamic gameplay. So if the player would have hit it too hard right there, they would have actually hit the speed boost. And that's all 3 paths in hole 8. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Marco, and I'm a part of the Goofy Golf Goobers team, and this is my Milestone 2 level prototype video. I'll start by showing that I'm running this from the team build on Perforce to confirm it's a part of our shared projects. Here we go. Alright, everything is working nice, and everything is as it should be. Alright, for my section, I designed holes 3 through 5. When I press new game, the playthrough begins at hole 3 and progresses directly to holes 4 and 5. Before we begin, let me first reiterate my level design cores or pillars. Core pillars, I mean. Which is ball as priority, accessibility, and goofy gameplay. As you can see, I designed that each hole naturally guides the player through end goal, which is over here. And I made sure that I keep each course a bit more fresh and engaging, so it's not repetitive. So let's try to get on that platform. See, I got too hard, so if I press left click, it cancels it. So let me try again. Alright. Oh, no. And after 2 seconds, the ball resets to the last position. And let's try again. Nope. And also made sure that some of these holes, I could get like a hole in 1, potentially. Alright. Alright, maybe up top. And boom. Oh no. There we go. I made sure that for the actual hole, that has more depth into it, so the ball actually falls down. As the player goes through each course, the difficulty increases, as you can see right here. And boom. Oh, timed it wrong. And there we go. I give the player like choices if either they want to go this route or the other route, so they can play however they want or they feel comfortable. All right. And for the rotating platforms, I made sure that it actually rotates the entire platform so the player can actually see it. It's rotating as well. There we go. And now for this course, I've introduced the speed boost mechanic. So each course, when they introduce like a new mechanic, the mechanic will be based on that course. The course will be based on that mechanic. After that, the mechanic gets after that course, mechanic gets used very creatively after this. So let's try to get a hold of it. Almost there. So if the player can time it, if they go on the left, they go on the other course. So I'm trying to go on the right side of it. I get end up on so I get hole in one potentially. No. No. Oh. Stuck in the sand. Alright. From here on out is my teammate Alex's levels, which he has made levels 6 through 8. And with that, this concludes my demonstration of holes 3 through 5 for Goofy Golf. These levels showcase my milestone 2 mechanic prototype assignment and reflect my design pillars, which is again, ball is priority, accessibility, and goofy gameplay. I went through all 3 of those courses just fine, and I was able to complete them with less amount of strokes. And I made a bunch of playtests for other people, and other people playtested this, and you're able to complete this whole thing on its own. So that completes with the accessibility part. And well as priority, involved the priority pillar, which is sorry about that. All right, now just keeping short with this. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.